The Lakers begin the game with the basket. Kuzma to Ball. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Porter. Lakers come up with it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Won't go down. Rivers into the front court. Down just a couple. And Otto Porter, no one in his zip code, knocks down the 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Here comes the screen. James. Wizards with the basketball. Wall. To Howard. The shot rejected by James.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Shot blocked by Morris.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Rivers with the basketball. His team up by 1. James to Ball. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Not done yet. Rebound LeBron. Ball with the basketball. They're down 3. Now a steal by Washington.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
To Josh Hart. McGee powers it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's Washington with the basketball. Wall. To Rivers. Flushes it home.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only... LeBron into the front court. Down 3 to Josh Hart. LeBron James against Porter. Here comes the screen. James. Oh, emphatic slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Wall across the timeline. Leads just a point. To Porter. Trying to cash in.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Shot clock winding down. Has a chance. The shot by Rivers, no good. And it's Ball who blocks the shot.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Hart guarded by the former Dookie. And scores.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Wall into the front court. They trail by 1. To Porter. Wall. Yes.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
LBJ with it. Shot from the lane won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good by Wall. The Wizards add to their lead via the three-point play. Ball into the front court. 5-point game. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Into the front court. It's Wall. They lead it. 4-point game. There it is. John Wall. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nice finish at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Wizards have it. Probing the defense. Wall knocks down the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lonzo with it. They trail by 7. Pass to the rim. That's rebounded by the Wizards. From the painted area, won't go down. To Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would...
Into the front court comes Wall. Leads 5. Great look and vision. It's good. That's the guy you want to leave open.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Kelly Oubre with the finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
LeBron James, 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
James against the former Hoya. Not that time. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Changes coming from both sides right now.
For Washington, number 14, Jason Smith. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 14, Brandon Ingram.
Rejected by McGee. Across the timeline comes James. His team down 9.
The assist from number 23, LeBron James.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. That's it for the first quarter. The Wizards out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Wall with it up top. Lead stands at 7. has a look. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense to Stevenson. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
To Rivers. Oubre. Wall against Chandler. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Wall across the timeline. His team up by 7. There it is, John Wall. He's now shooting 5 for 7. In watching John Wall, for him to be successful, you get the sense that he needs the ball in his hands most times.
He does, Ed. And there's a new age in the NBA. It's called team basketball. You equate a guard's success to how his team does. And when they're all sharing the sugar, it makes the team that much better and more efficient. For a guard who's trying to break into the elite of the elite, he will not do so until he relinquishes some of that control and he gets other players involved.
And he connects on the first free throw.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 0, Kyle Kuzma. Entering the game for the Washington Wizards.
And gets both to drop at the line. Wall into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
Watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
To Howard. Oubre. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Into the front court, it's Wall. It's an 8-point lead. Can't miss those. To James. LeBron James. 3 for 6 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Wall to Howard. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
LBJ. Layup goes down. Well done. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
With the flush, taking on all comers.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Wall to Rivers. Knocks it down from mid-range.
One of the best shake and bake players in the league. Austin Rivers, one of the most bona fide scorers in the game right now. Last year, the first time he was a full-time starter playing for his pops, Doc.
Stevenson to James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Stevenson. James shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Into the front court comes Wall. Leads 4. The drive right to the basket. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Wizards at the controls. Count the bucket for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
Have you considered enrolling your son or daughter in one of our summer basketball camps? Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Time to shuffle things up.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 2,
Lonzo Ball up against John Wall. Wizards grab the rebound. Porter to Howard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Dwight Howard trying to cash in on the three-point play. 56% for his career. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Ball. Ingram defended by the former Hoya and draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Brandon Ingram has got 2 shots coming. A career 65% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw.
number 14, Jason Smith.
And he makes them both. Washington basketball.
Here we go.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Takes stock of the floor. And it's Ball who blocks the shot. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. John Wall at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Wizards.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Wall to Porter. Baseline drive.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. It goes down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Wall with it up top. Up by 3. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
And he finishes at the rim.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Lonzo Ball, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First one, count it.
Washington Wizards, number 12, Kelly Oubre.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Wizards with the basketball. It's Wall. It's good.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Wall across the timeline. His guys can hold for the final shot. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Deep time expires on this period. Wizards have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Wizards have the lead, but not by much. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards. The Lakers are still very much in this matchup. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game traffic. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
Player of the half.
John Wall did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Wall into the front court. Up 5. To Porter. Otto Porter. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally react?
LeBron James against Porter. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay. Dwight Howard. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. James into the front court. The deficit is 6. And throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Porter. To Rivers. Rejected by McGee.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Lonzo Ball at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. And he connects on the first free throw.
Good shot.
Able to convert on both free throws. Into the front court, it's Wall. 2-point advantage. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
John Wall at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good by Wall. The Wizards add to their lead via the 3-point play. LeBron with it up top. The deficit now up to 5.
I got your help here.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Counted.
Good shot, man.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Porter.
Shot up. Oh, yeah, that's all.
Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. LeBron into the front court. His guys down 3. Oh, Lonzo Ball. 3 for 6 now.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Los Angeles, they have it. James against Porter. That's denied by Howard.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Sends it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Austin Rivers. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Into the front court comes Wall. Leads 3. And Otto Porter, no one in his zip code, knocks down the 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Lonzo Ball. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Washington with the basketball. Here's Wall for 2. And the Lakers have the rebound. To James. Beyond the arc for 3. Great defense, forcing the miss. Wall with it up. Porter buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Austin Rivers to Porter. Oh!
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Wizards get it back. For 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Ball with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. James to Ball. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. LeBron James up against Porter. Fires the 3. That's the length of his spot for Otto Porter. Man on him, he still buries it.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are squared to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Wizards have it. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Ball. Baseline drive. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
Wall across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Count it.
Surprised to say the least. I know I didn't expect LeBron to be back in the 2-1-6. But as we know, we should come to expect the unexpected with him every time.
John Wall goes to work. Ball with the basketball. 5-point game. From long range. Rebound Oubre. Lakers have it. Ball. LeBron matched up with Kelly Oubre Jr. Ball to James. Ball. Missed it. To Wall. Hauled in by James. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Nothing going here on that drive. Wall. To Rivers. Screen coming. Fight to shoot for Washington. Austin Rivers. Wall. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Wizards out in front. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Oubre goes to the left side. Porter. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
To James. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
LeBron James, guarded by Kelly Oubre. Caldwell-Pope to James. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time. Porter to Wall. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Shot by Ball, no good. Wall into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. That breaks the streak after 5 straight makes. It's no good. JaVale McGee to Caldwell-Pope. Wizards at the controls. Porter. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Ball into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Into the front court. It's Wall. Looking to make something happen. Porter. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
LeBron up against Oubre. Walked away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the 4th. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
James, defended by the lefty Oubre. Oh, you could say...
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. James. To Caldwell Pope. Gets it in the left corner. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. James. Rondo. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Porter. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Passed it off. It's LeBron. That's what you come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
These breakdowns happen because the team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Screen coming to Howard. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Into the front court comes Wall. Up 6. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
John Wall, the new modern-day athlete. He battled the knee injury last season and missed 41 contests after undergoing arthroscopic surgery on that knee, and still one of the fastest guys we have in the league today.
Washington basketball. Wall to Howard. Probing the defense. Ref blows the whistle, and he calls a 5-second back to the basket violation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. LeBron up against Porter. Can't connect from inside. Wall with it up top. Up by 6. To Rivers. 4-3. And the rebound comes to Kuzma. Hart. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Tyson Chandler. Into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game for Los Angeles, number 7.
To Porter. Howard. Gets a look. Can't hit. Rondo against Porter. Hart to James. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Wall to Porter. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James. The shot denied by John Wall.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he buries it.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Knocks down the first.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 2, Lonzo Ball.
goes 2 for 2. Wizards with the basketball. Wall. From the painted area, won't go down. Lonzo with it. His guys now down by a point. Porter grabs the board. Wall across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Rivers. No good.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Drops. A little drama on that one. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. Let's see what they come up with. Down a point here in the final minute. "20-footer for the win. The Wizards are the winners as they just squeak this one out by a point. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Wizards almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Washington Wizards. The Lakers must be devastated after such a close loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
John Wall is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Washington Wizards. That does it for us.